So I know a lot of you guys have been asking, what's the best way to farm for customs in Smash 4? Well, I'm finally finished with the custom farming tutorial that you guys have asked for. I'm sorry it took so long, I was kind of busy, and if I sound weird, I'm recording this on my phone. But let's get right into it. Now, when I say the best way, I'm talking about in-game methods, so we're not going to be using any cheating devices. That being said, what's the quickest and easiest way to get lots of customs? The simple answer to that question is crazy orders. From what I found, it's the quickest and most efficient way to get lots of customs, since it only takes about 10 minutes, as that's crazy order's time limit. Now, that's great, but we're not going to charge in guns blazing just yet. We need to stop and notice a couple of things first. The first being that, in the background of the tickets, you can see which stage you're going to be playing on if you choose it. This is pretty important, because some stages are a lot better than others. We're also going to want to avoid some stages if all possible, these being Great Cave Offensive, Polytennis Temple, and 75M because they're large and difficult to navigate, as well as Pac-Land and Flat Zone X because of the blast zones. All in all, it's best not to go to these stages if you can, because it eats up a lot of your time or could potentially end your round. The other thing we're going to want to notice are these little hammers on the tickets, or lack thereof. These indicate whether or not items will appear during your match, but these will not apply to any items you give your character in customs. Now the character setup. Okay, so this setup takes advantage of what Crazy Order throws at us. I chose Ness because he's my main, that's pretty much it. But also because his forward throw kills at the edge of the stage, which is pretty cool. But you can choose whoever you want. For the equipment, I gave them a home run bat hat and a quick batter hat. What this does, it gives your character a home run bat to start out every single match with and lowers the startup time for your bat swing. This is extremely useful because it gives us a very quick instant KO move. The goal is to get through as many rounds as possible so we can get as much stuff as possible. So I also gave them the KO Healer Protection Badge. This allows us to heal with every KO we get, so it keeps our percentage low. So if you ever find yourself at high percents, you can do a horde battle and heal everything back. Now this brings us to the types of battles. There are free-for-alls, team battles, giant battles, and horde battles. They all start out easy, but get more difficult the further you progress because the enemy AI gets a lot better. Now, as I said before, we're looking to get through as many rounds as possible so we can get as much stuff as possible. So what kind of battles do we choose? We choose giant battles and metal battles. We want to go for metal battles in particular because they're over the quickest and the metal enemies aren't that intelligent, as you'll be able to see in the following couple of clips. But like I said before, it does get more difficult the further you go. They aren't just gonna walk into your bat swing like in earlier rounds, and giant battles will have less and less allies until you're all alone. You shouldn't just swing wildly at giant enemies with counters either, because this can result in an instant KO, even with defense on. But like I said, we really want to go for metal battles because of how easy they are, so you should take one whenever you can. Just remember to be extra careful during later matches and not lose your bat either, because this can lead to some really bad situations. Also try to be careful with items. More often than not, they can ruin your game. Kind of like here where Jigglypuff was holding my bat and she had a star. Pretty bad situation, but if you're careful you can survive and come out on top. You may lose a couple of times or end your match earlier than you expected, but that's okay. Even if you do end up losing, you can still get lots and lots of stuff. So after about 15 minutes, these are the results I got. Notice how much stuff we got just from doing that. And Crazy Hand himself drops treasure chests when you hit him. I couldn't get that footage, but yeah. I think that just about wraps it up. So this was the custom farming tutorial. I hope it was helpful, and if you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them in the comment section down below. And like and all that stuff, and subscribe if you aren't. But before you go, huge thanks to my friends over at QuebyTV who let me use their capture card. So I'm gonna leave a link to their Twitch in the description below. Please go follow them, and they're really fun. They stream lots of games, sometimes really good ones, sometimes really bad ones, but it's all fun nonetheless. Sometimes I join them, and it's just lots of fun, so yeah, go show them some love. That's the end of this video, and I hope you guys liked it. I spent quite a lot of time on it. So yeah, see you guys later.